When you travel across Southeast Asia, something strange happens. In one country, cars drive on the left, cross a border, and suddenly they drive on the right. The roads look similar. The vehicles look familiar. But the side of the road changes. Why do Southeast Asian countries drive on different sides of the road? Why does Thailand drive on the left while Vietnam drives on the right? Why does Malaysia follow one rule while Cambodia follows another? And why, in a region so connected by geography and trade, is something as basic as road direction still divided? The answer involves colonial empires, ancient trade routes, and decisions made long before traffic lights existed. Welcome to Asian Inquirer. Today we are exploring the story of which side of the road we drive on. To understand road direction, we have to go back to a time before cars. Long before engines and highways, people traveled on foot, on horses, and in carts. Most people were right-handed. When two riders met on a narrow path, it felt safer to keep to the left, so their sword hand stayed toward the middle. This made it easier to defend themselves or greet others without switching hands. In many parts of the world, this habit became tradition. Travelers stayed to the left side of the road without any written law. But as wagons grew larger and trade increased, some countries changed their habits. Drivers who used heavy carts preferred to sit on the left side of the vehicle and keep to the right side of the road. This made it easier to judge the distance to other wagons and obstacles. So even before traffic rules existed, the world was already split into left and right. When European powers expanded into Southeast Asia, they brought their road rules with them. The British drove on the left. They ruled places like Malaysia, Singapore, Myanmar, and parts of Thailand's trade system. As they built roads and ports, they enforced left-side driving. The French drove on the right. They ruled Vietnam, Laos, and Cambodia. Their road systems were designed for right-side traffic, just like in France. The Dutch drove on the right. They ruled Indonesia and introduced right-side driving there. Spain, and later the United States, influenced the Philippines. Both drove on the right, so the Philippines adopted right-side driving as well. These choices were not made for convenience. They were made for control. Colonizers wanted their soldiers, vehicles, and supplies to move the same way they did at home. Road direction became part of colonial administration, just like language and law. After independence, many Southeast Asian countries had a choice. They could change sides, or they could keep what they already had. Changing road direction is not easy. Every sign must be replaced. Every intersection must be redesigned. Every driver must relearn habits built over a lifetime. Cars would need different steering wheel positions. Buses would need new door placements. Traffic systems would need new layouts. More importantly, changing sides increases accidents during the transition. Drivers make mistakes. Pedestrians get confused. One wrong turn can be deadly. So most countries kept the system they inherited. Thailand continued driving on the left because of British influence and regional consistency with Malaysia. Indonesia stayed on the right because of Dutch systems. Vietnam kept the French model. The Philippines kept the American one. This split becomes especially visible at borders. When a driver crosses from Thailand into Cambodia, the roadside changes. Special intersections are built to shift traffic safely from left to right. These are some of the most carefully engineered roads in the region. Drivers must adjust instantly. Mirrors change sides. Turns feel reversed. Even walking feels different. Yet it works because each country follows one clear rule inside its borders. This is why Southeast Asia looks chaotic on a map of road directions, but orderly on the street. Each system is consistent locally, even if the region is not unified. So next time you notice that one Southeast Asian country drives on the left and another drives on the right, remember that you are seeing history in motion. You are seeing the paths of British ships, French planners, Dutch traders, and American engineers. You are seeing habits formed before cars were invented and laws written by foreign rulers. Road direction is not about technology. It is about tradition. It is about power. And it is about decisions made centuries ago that still guide millions of drivers today. The steering wheel may face different ways, but the reason is the same everywhere. The past still chooses the lane.